Hello, my name's Emma Fawcett and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based in Newton Abbey, Belfast, Northern Ireland. Thank you so much for joining me today in Emma's Crafty Space. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make these cute little pouches. I think the technical term for them is they are sour cream cartons. So I personally can't remember sour cream coming in cartons as shape, but I just thought I would come on and do a quick tutorial for them. They are extremely easy to make. The ones that I've made, they're reusable because you don't have to seal both ends, you just need to seal the bottom end. So it means then that you're not destroying them by opening them, and you can see they just snap open, and mine are filled with the little chocolate Brussels sprouts. You get those for, I think it's 75p for a little sack of them in Tesco's at the moment, and then you just snap it closed, and I just kind of manipulate mine down and it just means that it is completely closed tight. You could size these down and make several of them, and then number them and make them into little advent pouches as well for an advent calendar. So we'll just make a start on these. So you will need to get a sheet of DSP. Now the DSPs that I've been using is from the Curvy Celebrations Bundle. I did an all-day event on Saturday with these, and this was one of the projects that we made. So I'm just continuing on because I absolutely love this paper. So this is the Sahara Sand one, and you are going to put it into your trimmer, and on one side you're going to trim off 1/2 inch. Okay. I keep that in the trimmer, and then you're going to score it 1/2 inch. So just put your cutter down to the bottom and then just score. Okay. Now what you're going to do is you are going to crease that back, so you can see you're getting your contrasting piece of DSP on the reverse side. This maybe would look a bit better if you had DSP that was maybe 2 contrasting colours, so you know, one colour on one side and one on the other, and then you're getting that real different piece folding down over it. But I just like this DSP, so that's why I'm using it. So I'm just going to use the seal adhesive just to get that to stick there. And I find this easier to curl a bit, and this just makes it easier whenever you're trying to get it into the cylinder shape. You just try and soften it up a wee bit, and it's easier to do it now than it is when it's got glue on it. So if I was you, I would try and do it now. And then if you want to try and just roll it and manipulate it now before you've got glue on it, and it makes it very difficult to do so. Okay, because it is going to be getting glued into a cylinder shape. So you can see now that that has made that quite curved for me, so it'll be easier now whenever it's glued. So now next thing you're going to need is you're going to need tear tape, and you're going to run some down here. And you're going to run some down along the bottom here. So this is the base of your pouch, so it's going to be where it's going to close off, and you won't be able to open that. Okay, just make sure that that's really well stuck, and then peel off your backing. Okay, so you have to stick your sides together first. Your base is the last one you're going to do. Okay, so just wrap that to there. And then to get it even, I just kind of flatten it down a little bit. And it's especially when you've got a pattern like this, you kind of get a feel for if it's in line whenever you kind of press it down on itself a bit. And you can see where that needs to meet. Okay, so run your fingers up the inside and make sure that you have that really well stuck. Now what I will say is if you can use wet glue, but obviously you're going to have to hold it in that position to make sure that it's very well stuck before you start letting it go, because there is that dry and delay time. Okay, so where this meets at this side, this is going to be your outer crease. So if you look at these ones, you can see my creases there. So if you crease that, so that is your top. Okay, then turn that so that it's facing straight up in the air, and then you're going, don't worry if it opens, and then you're going to stick it at the opposite down at the bottom. Okay, so you've got closure at the top. So again, I just creased mine over slightly and it just helps that stay closed. And then your one at the bottom. So I'm going to open that just so that I can get my bone folder down to that and get it really pressed so that it's got a real good stick down there at the bottom. Okay, and then again, so that is basically your main shape. So you can see how easy that was. Okay, so it's nice, you've got that nice curved edge on it. There's no creases or anything in the DSP other than where you've had to crease for the top and the bottom. So now we just need to decorate it. So I have this little label which is out of the Tasteful Touches suite, and I'm going to stamp this greeting from the Quite Curvy stamp set, Made with Love Just for You, and I think I'm going to stamp it in Cherry Cobbler. Okay, with it being photopolymer, it makes it just that wee bit easier as well. So I'm just moving it down my grid paper so that I can see it properly. And just stamp down. Okay. Then we also have little stars from the Curvy Christmas stamp set. So I'm going to stamp some of them on. And I'm maybe going to stamp them in early espresso just to give it a little bit of contrast from the Sahara sand. Just around the outsides. Around the edges there. No pattern, just anywhere you want. Okay, and then I'm going to raise my tag on a dimensional, but I'm going to stick it into this little nook here. Peel off your backing. Just nest that in there. Okay. And then I'm going to use these little bells from the Jingle Bells. And I might do a red and a green one together. Because the Sahara sand's quite a muted colour, it just needs something to lift it a wee bit. So I'm going to put that in there. Tie these up into a little bow. This is just the linen twine that I'm using. Okay, a bit fiddly, but I really do think the linen twine just finishes them off. And if you wanted to, you could use like some metallic gold twine or something, but I really like this because it's very natural in keeping with the Sahara sand as well. And little glue dot just to attach that to your tag. So just fold your glue dot in half because your little bow is very, very small. Stick your bow down onto it and then just place it. And you've got a little jingle bell there at the top just to make it a little bit more interesting. And as you can see, you just put your finger in there, pop it open, fill it, and then just close it over and just give it a wee press down away from you, and then it'll close it over for you. So very, very simple, very cute, especially if you've got little ones in the house that just like a little treat. And it means then obviously you can refill them. But as I said, if you were going to do them as an advent calendar, at least it's something that you can bring out every year, because you can just refill them. You just put a wee punch in that and a little bit of ribbon and hang them. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed the tutorial. I will list everything that I have used in the description below. There's also a link to my online store if there's any supplies that you might need. It is open 24/7, or you can get in touch directly with myself. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye bye.